Excellent. My question is about good haircuts. Is you're saying bad haircut 2 weeks later is a good haircut, but good haircut 2 weeks later, bad haircut?
No haircut.
Right now, it's just your hairstyle.
Yeah.
You guys are the worst. All right. Welcome to the John and John show. It is February 5th, Sunday, and we decided to do our pre-Super Bowl update 2 hours before the game, and no one will probably hear it. So let's act as though it's post-game, and we'll for all our listeners out there, we'll say what happened in the game. Wow, that result was somewhat surprising, but I think a few people saw that coming.
John, when you say the game, do you mean the Celtics-Clippers game that just ended with Paul Pierce hitting a three on his last shot in Boston? Because that was a great way to end the game.
But did the Celtics lose or win?
No, they won 107-102. Pierce had a wide open three, a few seconds left.
Not a dry eye in the house.
Money.
And that was basketball.
Yep.
Today, right?
Yeah, big game.
I had a question for you guys. Why are we not allowed to call it the Super Bowl? We must use the term, I think people would say the big game or the thick game or stuff like that. What's the reasoning behind that?
Yeah, I'm sure some sort of copyright with the term Super Bowl, but I use it.
That's infringement, Peter. Unless if you're using it, exploiting it to get your own financial gains, then I'm gonna have to report you.
Well, okay.
So we can, if we're not using the term for
Right,
financial.
Let's talk prop betting sheet. That way we can have it documented what each of us thought. How long is the national anthem going to be? 2 minutes and 15 seconds, over or under?
I think country singer, it's going to be under. John, you're keeping score of these, right? You're such a great scorekeeper. Why don't you keep track?
Yeah. So looking at this is the where is this from? Like
OddsShark.
OddsShark, yeah. So I was looking at another one previously in the week that had 209 as the over-under. So when I saw that this one was 215,
it's a layup.
It made me want to take the under. But I think a strategy a lot of people do is they'll look up YouTube videos of their previous national anthems.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if that's a fair proxy for the Super Bowl. Preseason Texans game. Yeah, you go in, you do a minute and 48 seconds.
Right.
But who's watching that, right? So
which is closer then? Is it last year's the last 5 years of Super Bowls, or the person's last 5 performances? We got to grade them as a way.
Well, you got to go by genre. Like, wasn't Lady Gaga last year or the year before? And she was way over. But you knew that she was going to be theatrical,
When do we start it? First musical note?
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, I don't know what the standard is.
Last, I guess the singing usually ends at the same time the music does, right?
Yeah. I think when Brave is done.
Right, when Brave is, I was going to say.
Which, by the way, is a huge Brave in itself.
You gotta milk. Yeah, you gotta milk it.
There.
I'll
go on the record over.
Okay, over. I'm under. Here's a quick observation about prop bets in general. Super Bowl prop bets have become such a big, fun thing that I feel like a lot of people are doing. I feel as though, and a lot of them have to do with like Joe Buck or, the national anthem. Do you think like Luke Bryan or Joe Buck are people on the Super Bowl broadcast have any, like, are they aware of these bets?
Yes.
Yeah,
and it's not illegal to, in this case,
bet on your own national anthem.
Yeah,
that's true.
Set up a whole bunch of people around the country.
The SEC should get involved with this. It is insider trading of sorts.
Sure. Number 2, will the coin toss be heads or tails? I don't think we've got as much to discuss here. I'm going for tails.
Everybody says tails, Peter. If you say heads, you're an idiot.
Well, I mean, I get.
There's two sides to every coin, Peter.
I'm gonna say tails. Let's just keep going. Although there is some value in differentiating myself if I'm too close,
Right. Yeah.
But I'll stay with.
It certainly depends on how the other ones are going.
Yeah.
Who's gonna win? Patriots or Falcons? Coin toss.
Coin toss. Patriots.
Patriots elect. I agree.
I'm going to say Falcons will win.
All right, let's. Peter, you're going to say the first one this time. What will be the first offensive play? A pass or sack or a run?
I think it's going to be a pass, especially if New England starts with the ball. So
Okay, well, we can't make that distinction. You just have to pick pass.
right, but because I think that the Falcons are going to win the toss, defer, and the Patriots are going to throw a pass.
With the tail, we're going to win the toss.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
After a 2-minute and 18-second actually.
Jonathan.
I think it's going to be a run either way. I was listening to, I think it was like Mark Schlereth or something, some big fat football commentator, and they were saying that the safest thing to do is to do a run on that first play, let the offensive linemen just let out all their anxiety and let everybody kind of just hit each other and then kind of reset. You know what I mean? Because that first like kickoff and everything is so like cameras flashing. It's insane.
John thinks that the Patriots are going to score first. Peter.
Yeah, I do. Yep.
Jonathan?
John Fisher thinks that, or John Blade?
Fisher thinks that.
Okay, got it. John Fisher thinks that. All right. I believe the Falcons will score first.
Are they going to do it with a field goal or a touchdown, John?
Field goal.
Well, I think the Patriots are going to score first. I think it's going to be a touchdown.
I think it's going to be a Patriots on a field goal.
All right, here we go. Starting to differentiate ourselves here.
Jersey number, odd or even. I'm thinking it's going to be
first touchdown.
So Gostkowski's 4, right?
He's 3.
He's 3.
Wait, so this is first point scorers.
Would you ever consider hedging?
Ooh,
But
I would, but I'm confident. I'm going odd, especially since with all the scoring weapons the Patriots had with odd numbers.
Edelman's 11.
Yeah.
Right? Lewis is 33.
That sounds right.
LeGarrette Blount's 29.
What's Freeman? Devonta Freeman is 28. Matt Ryan's 4. Julio Jones 11, I think. Does that sound right?
Ah, what an even split.
I think I'm gonna go even. I'm gonna go even.
All right, I'm going to say odd. I think it's going to be Edelman, so yeah.
Which team will score the longest touchdown?
What is that over? Oh,
The
there's
Hogan.
over-under on that.
Hogan is a likely candidate, but so is
Julio.
So is Julio. I
Or
think we're gonna,
Sanu.
I'm going to say the Patriots are. I think
the Patriots want to just eat up the clock. So I think it's going to be Falcons and trying to catch up in the third or fourth quarter.
Playing bend don't break with too much help over top for us to give up a big play, but
I think either Julio or Sanu. They, especially maybe second half.
Mhm.
Falcons getting a little desperate down, 14 points. So I'm going to say Falcons.
Side point before we move on to the next one, John. I noticed the liberal use of the term "us" and "we." How do you feel about that in sports in general?
Big fan.
Yeah,
I am
important.
I think
Important to be part of.
most of the media, our fellow media members, are like, oh, I can't say us, I can't say we. It's your team. Get into it, get active.
Well, that's why Barstool's doing so well right now, right? Because they're not approaching it from a politically correct standpoint. They talk about their real feelings. They've got interests and emotions, and they let people know about it.
Yeah,
I think that
it's the comeback.
Falcons are going to score last because I think the Patriots are going to be up big, and we're just going to let like a field goal or a touchdown go and be okay with it.
Yeah, Patriots last. Falcons last score.
Yeah, I think the same thing. I think, likely scenarios like Falcons down 10, 14, whatever, score, try an onside kick or even kick it away and the Patriots end, kneeling it.
The highest scoring quarter is going to be the third one, I think. I think coming out of halftime, the Patriots will be up, and I think the Falcons are going to want to respond, and it's going to be a lot of back and forth in the third quarter. Coming out of halftime, they're going to have some good schemes, and that's where we're going to see the most scoring.
All right. I have how many more do we have here?
15.
Okay, quick, exciting one. The odds that Tom Brady retires after Super Bowl 51 are 11-1. Those aren't terrible odds.
I would bet that he does not retire.
Me too. I think the first quarter is going to be the highest scoring. I think in terms of game planning, second half, Belichick's going to whatever Atlanta's throwing at him, he's going to be able to respond to. And I don't know if Patriots are going to have much, urgency with their offensive play calling in the second half.
I'd say second quarter.
Okay. All right. I think we need to fire through these next 15. I'm going to read through all 15, say my votes, then we'll do Peter, then we'll do John. Then each of us can have a point about one of the statements. All right?
Yep.
All right. Will either team score a special teams or defensive touchdown? No. Will there be a field goal over 44.5 yards? Yes. Will either team attempt a 2-point conversion? No. Which QB will have the most passing yards? Brady. Who has the most receiving yards? Any other player, not Julio Jones. Will Garrett Blount score a touchdown? Yes. Who will have more rushing yards? Freeman. Which song will Lady Gaga sing first during the halftime show? I hope it's Bad Romance. Will Tom Brady rush for more than 2.5 yards? No. Will Julio have a reception over 27.5? No. What color will the Gatorade shower be? Clear. Who will win? I might go out there and say there is no Gatorade shower. Has there always been one? I'm going to say white clear with a no. Okay. Who will win MVP? Is a quarterback. Which team will win the game? The Pats. Will the victory margin be by 4 points or more? Yes. Total points scored is over 58.5.
I'm going to fade you. I want the opposite of everything you just said.
Okay. That's awesome.
All right. I think Matt Ryan's going to have more passing yards. Definitely any other player. Hold on. I'm just taking a look at this.
Oh, I have to do the Lady Gaga.
Defensive or 44.5. Yeah.
I'm going to go with you, Bad Romance. I'm going to go Tevin Coleman. Not sure why.
Okay.
Let's go with it. I will say yes, Tom Brady rushes for more than 2.5 yards.
Yeah, that's a great one.
And I'm going under. Under 58.5.
What about all the rest of them?
The rest, I agree with you.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Also, I think it's going to be Baby I Was Born This Way and some sort of like montage anti-Trump. There's no way she doesn't address a political issue, I think, here.
Sure. But I don't know if she does it right off the bat.
That's fair. It might end with it. Yeah, that's fair. You know what? Sometimes you're right, John.
Yeah.
All right. So now to the real meat of the issue. No pun intended. Super Bowl snacks. What do you guys got lined up in your end?
7-layer dip, buffalo
yeah.
chicken dip, pizza. I bought some wasabi green peas and cookies at the store.
Ooh.
You had both of them.
No, John. Thank you for buying them. The cookies are excellent. I'm really excited for them in the second half. Was the wasabi green peas. I endorse the decision to buy them.
Overrated snack.
But
yeah. All right, that's fine. John, what do you got lined up?
We've got a tipsy guac situation to start. Then we've got your classic kind of sausage dip. It's kind of like a 7-layer dip, a little different. We've got mac and cheese as the main course with a little bacon on top. And then we've got then that's like third quarter. We're going to have a little indigestion. And then fourth quarter, we've got some cookies. We have cookie dough right now. I'm hoping that dough never makes its way into cookie form.
That would be terrific.
Monday is just, I mean, I know a lot of people call it Monday and we should have the day off. Monday at work is flatulence Monday, I feel like, for all these offices. There's a lot of dairy going around. People just aren't at their best, you know?
Yeah, that's not a great image for our listeners. Sorry about that, but
John, you'll be happy to hear that I ordered a Brighton House of Pizza for the pregame.
Pre-game food, wow, that's intense. We went
getting pizza during the
yeah.
Somehow my roommate and I, my roommate talked me into going to
your roommate
today. Yeah, my roommate Catherine talked me into going to yoga before the game. Because I went to the supermarket and bought all these things, and then she was like, we really can't. This is too much of one thing. So got to get that nice, it's 4:30. You can still get that nice pre-Super Bowl workout in. Get the sweats, and later you're going to have the meat sweats, So last but not least, score prediction, overall prediction for the game. I guess we sort of touched on it before, but let's hear it.
38-27 Patriots. I think Malcolm shuts down Julio Jones. And I think it's going to be tight until midway through the second quarter, and then the Patriots open it up, and it's never close after that.
Peter?
27-13. Falcons score early, kind of going back and forth with New England, and then just the bend don't break defense. From that point on, they're able to get a few field goals, but really nothing ever gets going for Atlanta. Patriots on top.
I'm going to say 30-27. It's happened in the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl with the Patriots. It was a close matchup. Like, it looked close if you look at the score now, but like Patriots were in control the whole way. I think maybe Falcons start to claw back a little at the end. What's interesting is that the line is at 3 right now. Has not moved, but I feel like in general, the general prediction that I've heard is in line with us, right? Is like Patriots 35, Falcons, 24 has been the general consensus.
Off of that one.
What?
Peter was 27-13, so I'd say he wasn't.
No, but like the margin of victory, right? Because the line's 3. So I'm just talking pure line.
From what I read was the line hasn't moved at all since the night after the AFC Championship game, but more bets have been on New England, which is interesting because it's kind of like Vegas clearly betting on Atlanta. So we'll see how it.
I think it's interesting though. Like, do you think part of it's that like every Super Bowl the Patriots are in is a close game, like 1 to 5 points?
No, not like the Patriots in general. Probably just these are the 2 best teams, and
right,
not for a blowout.
Yeah, that's true. All right, gentlemen, anything else you want to get off your chest?
Go Pats!
Go Pats, baby! You guys know anybody at the game?
John Galt, my 2 cousins.
Former
Tom
guest
Brady.
of the show, John Galt, is at the game. Love it.
All right, well, we'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks for listening.
Good.